haven't you? So it's Friday. I never even checked the day, so I ought to do this then, so before I even come on here. 9th of Feb. Friday the 9th. Not a lot's happened this week, because if you remember this week it's absolutely piled it down. It should have snowed on Thursday. We never got it. I know you had it up north, so I hope everybody's safe up there. I hope you're all okay. But I've had delivery today. Well, I had delivery yesterday as well. Some of the fittings for the filter house. I've still got to drill the boy out. I was just about to turn the drill on today and Mad Dog found me and stopped me, so thanks for that, Glee. It's been quite a pleasant day today. Unfortunately I've been working from home, so I haven't had a lot of time to do anything other than sort of 10 minutes. That's all I've had really. But as I said, I've had another delivery. I'll just spin you around. So top stones have come for the pond. All the tops up there. Just got to get some building sand now. Get some building sand, get them all laid on. Hopefully, you never know, depending on how this evening goes with getting the plumbing done. Might even make a start on them tomorrow. Some of these have got to be cut as well. I'm hoping they'll look alright when they're cut, but that's only across the back wall where the planted bed's got to go. So that's the sort of finish. That's what I was after, in all fairness. What I was after that in slate. So yeah, them a little bit wet and dry and a bit marked at the minute, but they'll brush up okay. I was after that in slate, but the problem with slate, I couldn't get the thickness. That's 50mm, slate's 30. Because some concrete and they're moulded, you get the odd little imperfection and stuff on them, such as there's a lump there. I did see another one as well somewhere, I don't know where it is now. But all in all, they should be okay. They should look okay when they're on. If not, I'll change them in a couple of years' time when everything else is done. So I'm 2 foot, or just under a foot, 280 I think I am. And that's them about to be destined for the pond. Now, as I said, I haven't really had much chance to do anything today because today I've been at work, working from home, and obviously with stuff to do, I haven't been able to crack on. But this afternoon, or this evening, oh my knees, I'm knackered, you know. This evening I'll be getting the stuff up here, getting the slabs up here, getting them piled up ready to go. Had the top off these today, just to have a quick look. Had a look at the coagular, hence the net. He's got a couple of marks on it. They don't seem to be getting much better. So I'll put a bit of tamidine on this afternoon. It's just down there at the minute. Put a bit of tamidine on. Hopefully he'll sort itself out. But he's fine now. He's up feeding, swimming with the rest. Whereas before, if you remember, he was clamped up and sick alive, in all fairness. But everything, touch wood, seems to be okay now. The odd little issue I've got to sort out, still at 17.5 degrees. And as I say, this has been off for most of the day, so they've had a bit of daylight as well. Been thinking about obviously getting the tops on here and what I've got to do, and one thing and another. You can tell we've had a drop of rain, about 8 inches of water there. It's also caving that in now, starting to cave it in, which I'm expecting, but I'm half expected to come up one of the days and all them slabs be down here somewhere. This is a bit curious as to why I've got to build up a water in there and nothing's coming out of the hole. So I've obviously got a snot of cement or something in there, so I've got to poke that through again. I've only just noticed that actually as I'm talking to you. Yeah, a bit strange there. I thought that hole was clear. Obviously not. Tell you what we'll do, you can see the filters out because I've got other stuff to do in here. As I said, I was about to get that hole cutter through the side of there, because when I get this filter in, which is currently sitting out here, when I get that filter in, I want to get it as back as far as I can. So what I'm looking at, I don't know if you'll see it, you can just see a cross down here. Just down there I'm going to put a tank connector, That's already blanked off. That's the original outlet. Just down there I'm going to put a tank connector, and that's going to be the outlet on the bio into the jack matting then. Right, let's see if we can empty this water. God knows what's happened there. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of slack, a bit of crap in there. Gotta knock it out. Oh well. I'll just run the drill through again, it don't matter. I'll get that sorted in a minute. The mother-in-law's got some old tiles, some old kitchen tiles, so I haven't got a kitchen done. So I'm going to lay the kitchen tiles over the green, just to obviously try and stop most of the dirt going in there. I can't get over that water in there, I'll be honest. And then I'm going to fill it to dirt. The tops have got to go on first. Fill it to dirt. Whether I'm going to put anything in there yet, I don't know, because the next stage then, once the tops are on, obviously I should fill it because the plumbing will be done. And then the next stage is going to be quite an expensive clad across there and clad down there to the end of the pond. Plastic cladding, that's what I'm looking at doing. So if anybody can get it cheap, shout me up. I want some nice grey stuff, similar colour to the fence, even though it does look blue now, but it is grey, trust me. So the front of the filter house has got to be cladded across there, and then the cladding will return across here, right across to the edge of the pond. And that's one of them things that's got to be done before the plants go in, or the trees. I'm going on the look at as well, hopefully over the weekend, see if I can get some more pines to put in there. Look at that bright light behind me, that's the sun, that is. You don't very often see it, so I'm glad we've got it caught on camera. So I'm going to see if I can get a couple more pines to put in there. I don't want to overcrowd it, but I've got an idea of maybe another, I've got one little pine, maybe another couple of pines and an Ilex crenata, if you know what one of them is. Basically like your cloud trees you get from a garden centre, so one of them in there as well. And hopefully that should be it. That should be it. I don't know if I've documented it already there. I was thinking about putting a juniper in that corner, just to spread over and just to touch the water if we can. I have also got, which was always a plan, was a maple, DeSojo maple, to go in there as well, but that might have to go this end because that's going to be more maintenance than the pines. With the pines, if I've got to do anything, I've just got to wire them down, and then the wire will stay for 12 months, so that ain't going to be too much drama. So sponges, I'm doing well. The ladder's jumped in to dip its toes as well. That's been in there fortnight, well, since I put that concrete in there, and that's where I am. I might document a little bit later on because I'm going to get in the filter out and hopefully get that plumbed up and get it ready and get it good to go, he says, hopefully, touch wood. So yeah, I'll catch you later, hey, in a bit, eh? So I've got the slabs up. I don't really feel like doing anything now, but anyway, it's Friday night still. I've just cut the hole in the side of the bio. Twitchy ass moment that was. But it's got to be done to benefit me when I get this jack matting in. It is what it is. I mean, the original hole is in the wrong place, totally the wrong place. This one I've cut further back and slightly higher, just to match up, or closely match up with the jack matting bay. I've got a little bit of play with the rubber connectors, but hopefully it'll line up pretty much. I'll just spin you around, I'll show you. There you go. That's actually a 5-inch hole. That's the only cutter I've got. The collars here, I am going to be using that unless I glue it on the inside. As you can see, I've plastered that with LB1. I have said this before, and it's a bit of a gripe. These screws, what they supply you with these tank connectors, if I can get them bloody out, I'm too short, way too short. I mean, I've got to screw this tank connector into this into this bio. So I've had to obviously I've had to put some holes. This tank connector's got to go with a flange on the outside, not the in. So no, he helps me go and get covered in stuff now. So obviously I've had to drill them holes out all the way around for the screws to go straight through instead of biting on them. So them have drilled out. Them screws only just probably halfway, 3/4 of the way go through that plastic. So I'm hoping they'll be alright, but if not, I've got to probably look at getting some thin nuts and bolts, some stainless steel nuts and bolts, and doing it that way. But we'll try it first. We'll try it. It ain't an issue just to drill them out again. At least the tank connector will be stuck on and I'll be able to take that off, but we'll see how we get on. But what I'll do, I'll get this fitted now. I'll come back to you and we'll see how we get on. All the fittings, as far as I'm aware, I have now got. I mean, there was stuff like a 2-to-1 to get to the pumps. There's a couple of rubber fittings up the back, and a few other bits and pieces, including this tank connector. So hopefully we'll be all right. Got to give a quick shout out to Richard Nice. He's got a channel on YouTube. Go over and check him out. He's simply called Koi Breeding. He's done another tech on my tip from last week. You know, when I said about the Jubilee clip and cutting pipe. He's done another tech, pretty much the same. Not a lot of difference, but it is a little bit different to what I did. So go over, check him out, give him a sub, give him a like, tell him I've sent you over. Really interesting channel. He's also written a book. I have actually got a copy of the book on my phone. It's a PDF, and it's all about if you want to get into breeding koi, then that's the bloke to go and watch, because he'll give all the tips away. He's very knowledgeable, and I'm sure he'll be breeding soon, because it's an addiction. That's what he says. Right then, I'm going to get this on before this LB1 goes off. Catch you in a bit, eh? I've been here again. It's 8:30, Friday night, and I'm still up here. What a ball ache. And the ball ache is because I've had to get over in that corner underneath and try and get everything tightened up under there. But I think I've done it. I'm just putting water in it now, and I'm going to leave it overnight, and we'll see if it's okay. The only thing I'm a bit concerned about maybe is that I've just put a stand pipe in it for now. I had over tightened it. He's just coming up to the he's just coming up to the level now with the water. You can see I've got some bloody LB1 on this screen as well. This is where it is, right up there. So I had over tightened it. That ain't really gone off properly yet. So far so good. No leaks. Manipulation and off down there, to be quite honest, just to make the angle up. I've got to use a 45 and 90, and I've had to use clay to 4-inch fittings as well, just because on this part here, that's actually a 4-inch joiner. Then I've gone over the top of the 45 down here, that's clay to 4-inch, and I've got a clay to 4-inch under here as well. So it's just a case of manipulation when you fit these bloody things. I'll be honest, in hindsight, I wish I'd have had a combi, because if I'd have had a combi, it would have just fitted across there, and I could have just brought my drain straight in. Plenty of room then. I'd have had plenty of room in here. So a combi would have fitted in here, and then I've still got my jack matting bay in as well. But it is what it is. You know, we've just got water now starting to run into the drum, so hopefully everything's okay with these connectors. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll fill these with water. I'll get the bio chamber full of water. That'll pretty much fill the drum up to there anyway, and we'll see where we go from there. I'll come up in the morning then, see if we've got any water anywhere. Water anywhere. Water. If you're from round by me, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, no problem at all. Catch you later in a bit. Oh, by the way, there is a new WhatsApp group for Westcroft Koi Sales. So if you want to join the group, hit me up and I'll add you. Send me your number and I'll add you. I'll put my email address down the bottom here somewhere, and you can send me your number. I'll add you to the group, no problem. So if you want to get involved with Westcroft Sales, obviously it's Glenn's first year this year, and we're going to try and make a go of it. try and get him up and running and whatever else. But I'm going to have a clean up in here now while this is filling up. I've got to get the Uber up here as well. I've got to move, just to show you. I've got to move them blocks again. I thought that was fair enough forward, but you see the pencil mark on the wall? There. That's where, pretty much where the blocks have got to come into line, so they've got to come forward about 8 inches. Just to give me the bed for the buyout, jack matting. Sometimes, you know, I have a proper brain freeze. So yeah, I've got to move them blocks forward, and then we should be hunky-dory. That there, I can manipulate everything over this side to fit onto the matting bay. But all's good so far. Everything's starting to fill up. Now, I'll touch wood, no leaks. Although I put my hand down here yet. Everything seems dry at the moment. Everything's dry at the moment there. So that's good. I've had the top stones come today, as you know. They're all in the garden, they're ready to go. Once I've got this all plumbed up, which to be fair ain't going to take long, they'll probably be done tomorrow. With the pump and everything plumbed in as well. Once everything's plumbed up, obviously I'll be getting the top stones on. So I've got to order some more Obi-Wan for that, because I'll compo them on to start with, and then all around the inside I'll Obi-Wan it. On the inside, the stones, the top stones are going to come flush with the side of the wall, where I used to have them hanging over before, and I had a couple of fish what caught themselves, so don't want to be doing that again. So I'll put them flush with the wall this time and see where we go from there. It's alright, I'm getting paranoid now. I'll catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching. How been ya? It's Saturday, currently 7:20. Saturday night, and yeah, I'm plumbed up. I'm plumbed up, and I've actually turned the pump on as well. I'll put a little bit of a clip in here, what I sent to a mate of mine. So I'll put the clip in to show that the pump's running. It only runs on, well, I did have it running 100% to start with, but it just sucks the water straight out. So I know I'm plumbed up. I've got a leaky bloody main valve down here, 4-inch drain, leaky bloody gate valve. So it is what it is, quite help. It's only a trickle lock in here to go in. But everything's plumbed up. So we've got the pump in. Pump's just sitting down at the back here. Here's the pump. 18,000 litre pump. Obviously 2-inch, 2 in and 2 2s out. Coming up through the valves. They can be adjusted to get the flow right. All the way around, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. As you know, you've already said that. I've got a leaky bloody UV over there, so I've got to sort that out. I don't know if I've already told you that. I've put some media in there. I can't really be taking everything off while I've got you on camera, but I'll show you the media in there at a later date, maybe tomorrow. And then I've just got left to do is the top caps, which I've got. There's one just sitting on the edge of the pond. So these are the top caps. I mean, there's a bit of a mark on that one where the cardboard's been. Just concrete, 50mm thick. Toppings, as I said, they'll be laid sort of level on the inside, don't matter on the outside because it's getting rendered anyway. But yeah, I've had the I've had the pond going. That's actually pumping out at the minute for the second time today. God knows where that's come from. I've got a feeling I know where he's come from. He's come from out of one of my returns. That's where he's come from. So I've got a feeling that when we was putting the window in, maybe somebody just stuffed it up the return. I don't know. I'll better go in there. Never mind. But yeah, things are moving. Things are moving on. And I'm glad they am, to be fair, because he's took too long. As I said, weather permitting tomorrow. It's a bit cloudy at the minute. But weather permitting tomorrow, I might even make a start on these tops. Get this bit of framework down here what I've left up. That's only holding that piece of Celotex board. So I might get that down, start getting the tops on. And once this pond's up and running, and I've got water in it, and it is as it is. Then I can work around the outside, and then all I've got to do is find some fish to put in it. So happy days. I've put the ozone on there as well today. I don't know if I've documented that, have I? I don't even know if I've told anybody I've put an ozone on. It's going cold out here now. So you've seen the ozone reactors. I've put one on here today. God knows how much wire they want to give you. Obviously I'm making sure everything works okay before I cut the wire. I've got a green light. I've heard people have got a blue light. I've got a green one for some reason. So the pump's on full bore at the minute. It's working as 2 hours on, 1 hour off. So we'll see how it goes. It's on at the minute. Fishing at 16.9, 17 degrees is set to. So yeah, hopefully that should do what it's got to do. But as I said, I'm wrapping up now tonight. I've had nothing to eat all day. I'm on these diet tablets the doctor's given me. Obviously I'm a fat diabetic because I keep telling you. But I'm now on these diet tablets. I've been asking for the bloody injection, but they won't give me. So these tablets though, to be fair, I'll take one first thing on the morning when I get up, and I ain't hungry all day. Well, I'm getting a bit peckish now, but I've had nothing to eat yet. So I'll keep looking around, so it's just like we can have snow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit peckish now, but I have been hungry at all day. Maybe it's been because I've been busy. When I'm at work I'm busy, but it's a different kind of busy, eh? So I think I might move the electric coming into this filter shed as well. As you know, the electric runs here in this white pipe, and I've got that green pipe then to carry the waste away. The waste is under here. Obviously all the waste all the way around this pond has got to be lowered, all of it, or I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I think I might bring the electric over this side further, across here. Just give me a little bit more inside. I mean, it's all concreted in at the minute, as you can see. Look at it. So obviously I've got to break that bit of concrete out, but I've got it take quite long enough now. So what I might do is underground, overground, one balloon free. Showing me age. I might get underground, bring everything back this way, send the electric in there. That'll give me, Sapsty Sounds, about a foot and a half to play with, which will be just right then. But that's in a future video, It's in a future video. So, bloody cold. I've had enough for tonight. I'm going to leave this. It did drop the other night, and I was stressing as to why, but I've just figured out. And that main valve down there, that 4-inch gate valve down there, I don't know if you can hear it. It's got a leak, It's got a leak. But it's a gate valve, Also, don't know if I've already said this, I've turned this round. This flat plate here was over that side. Now I watched the video on your YouTube about these Evolve filters, and this flat plate, it got it on the inlet, so that's what I did. Put it on the inlet, so that's the inlet. So I've got this the opposite way around. Let me just take it out a little bit. But Tony Barker, bless him, he stood by me ever since day one, that bloke. He says, Dave, I think you've got it the wrong way around. And we was talking about it, and I said to him Tuesday night at the club, I said, but Tone, that's the way they've got it on the internet. He says, well, I think you're going to get air. So if you can imagine, that was the outlet. So I think you're going to get air going down into your pump. So I was looking at it again tonight, and he said it again, and so I thought, you know what, let's turn it around. And looking at it, he's right. He's right in what he says. So when the cartridges go in, one cartridge sits here, one cartridge sits here. As you can see, the slots what they go in, and there's going to be no air. And that's only I don't know what that is, a 35. That's only a 35, which is more than enough for this. But what I'm going to be running, obviously I've got to run this as well. I'm only going to be running one pump, and I've got the choice of a 120, an 100, a 40, an 100, a 35, plus 3 or 4 down the other shed. Well, we're on with the bloody things. So yeah, to be fair, that's probably enough air for a jack matting bay. But I'm only going to run one pump, so I'll split it. I'm going to have to get myself a manifold and whatever else to do in here. I'm thinking of putting a shelf round at the top on these pieces of timber. That one's on the piece. Put a shelf just only a narrow shelf, 6 inches maybe, just to cover the pipe, save tempting me dropping anything on the pipe or breaking it. Because yeah, I don't want to be doing that, do I? But everything seems to be okay, he says. Obviously there's going to be teething problems, as we all know, and hopefully there won't be too many. But I hope everybody's well. The spring's coming, you can tell. The nice and drying out is great always. I've got so much more to do, so stick with me on this journey. I know it's been a big one, and we're still at it. But I'll probably upload this tonight. I don't know, I might put the top. If I get a chance tomorrow, I might start on the top stones. I might finish it off with that, and then we can obviously move on then. So once the top stones are on, I've got to get some more Obi-Wan, so I'm going to put a bead of Obi-Wan all on the inside to save any cement or anything going in. Because before on my old pond, it never caused an issue, but I put the slab straight on, cemented, pointed up on the inside and the outside, never caused an issue. But you hear people talk about leaching out and stuff like that, but I never had that issue. So I'll run a bead of Obi-Wan this time round on the inside and just eliminate that full stop then, don't we? So let's see how we get on, eh? Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Yeah, I'm right, mate, to be fair. There's no air whatsoever by that now. So, you've always put me in the right direction, you've done it again. I don't know what the Kevin I was looking at on the internet. They must have had 2 of them on. Must have had 2 of them. But nah, thanks for that, mate. It does make sense now. Now looking at it, it makes 100% clear sense. So, there you go. I've just put it onto number 1 on the pump. I don't know if you're going to see anything. Oh, you know what I had done? Open the bloody valve. Twat. I open the valve. So this is just number 1. 14 watts. This is probably enough flow on its own, to be fair. It's just starting to come out, this one. I've got to adjust the valves just to get the flow right, so I can play with it as and when. That's just 14 watts, number 1 that is. Yeah, sound, mate, sound. Right, just for the crack. Turn you around. 100%. Bit of altering on the valves. Just for the crack. It's fucking emptied them already, look. It works, man, it fucking works, innit?